Monday.
I think
It's Monday.
Yeah.
Hold on. Down.
Down.
Got better?
Yeah.
Let's go back to you.
To me.
To you.
To me.
To you. Because that was always to you then, wasn't it? Because you were saying to me and I was saying to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm hot now.
I know.
I saw this going
I've
under the
got
table
to
and
adjust this down slightly, Jem.
you know, you might lose everything.
There we go. No,
Good
look.
afternoon, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Nice to see you in with us.
Let's get this going.
I'm strangling
on.
myself.
What are you
Bear
doing?
with.
Oh, hi.
So
Here you are. There we go.
How's everybody? Hi, Susan. Great to see you too. So, good afternoon, Nancy. What time of day is it where you are? I forget every time. I think it's about 5 hours difference, isn't it? Hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Lots of you have said you want to make the lampshade today, so that's exciting.
It's very exciting. I'm very excited about this. It's the first time I've seen it in the flesh.
Yeah, do you like it?
I do. I love it. Although I gotta be honest, Jem.
Yeah.
I don't think it works so well as it is as a hat.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Maybe if I just put it off to the side.
No.
It's one of those things. It looks
It's beautiful.
better as a whole than if you get up real close. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's going to be on the ceiling, so...
You know, you're putting it up out of the camera. Nobody can see it up there. Like this. Look, like this. Look.
Yeah.
See? As a whole.
Thank God for you, Sue.
Oh, gosh.
Nobody would know what we were doing if it wasn't Sue. Hi, Alicia.
Oh, it's 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Oh, it's a perfect time
Hi,
to
Maria.
craft.
Nice to see you.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
Gabrielle's in. Hi, Gabrielle.
oh, hi, Gabrielle. Happy New Year. I don't think we saw you the other day when we were babbling. Was it New Year already? It was, wasn't it?
It was New Year's Day.
New Year's Day. Yes.
New Year's Day.
Happy New Year.
My goodness.
2021. I got ever so confused earlier because I very naughtily haven't done my tax return.
Neither have I.
Oh, and I had the accountant ringing me, and I can't really ignore him because he's my uncle. So he'd rang the other day, and I just thought, oh, tax. With everything going on, I've forgotten. And then I was like, oh my God. And so I rang my sister and said, because Faye does a lot of my books and things like that. I said to her, Faye, any chance you can help me on Sunday? We'll thrash through it. So
yeah.
like, I'll do input. She can read out things to me. And she went, and she said, what? Yeah, she said, oh, it's already all up to date. I've done it all. I was like, oh my God, I absolutely love you. And I said, what, 2018 to 2019? She went, I haven't got anything for 2018. I was like, well, yeah, because the tax year, Faye, it's not this year, it's last year. And she's like,
yeah,
okay. And I said, yeah, because it's last year, because now it's 2020. So I've missed last year. I'm still in 2020 apparently.
Yeah.
I thought we've gone into 2020.
You've just left 2020.
Yeah.
That was the real 2020.
I've come back to it. I've started it again.
Yeah. You've just started again.
I've just started again. So
yeah.
I was so relieved because then I went, oh no, Faye, it is.
No.
2019 to 2020.
So she's already done it for you?
She said it's pretty much done, Jen.
I need a Faye in my life.
Oh, it's like, thank you, Faye. Faye's really good at that stuff.
I just need to sit down and do it.
She just keeps the records, and then when it comes to the end of the year, we generally go through it together because I have to sort of scan over the bits and pieces that I have to do. So we generally do it together, and I pain about it, and I worry about it and fret and don't want to do it. And this year I should get a rebate, so I should really be on it, but...
Oh my gosh, I am waiting for the taxman to just really look at me and hand me £1 million.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, because I've been double taxed. I'm on emergency tax. So
are you?
Yeah. I'm like, oh. Anyway, let's quickly catch up. Yeah. Oh, I knocked you over. Hi, Becky. Nice to see you were in. Gabrielle.
Want a hand?
I'd love a hand. That's better. Gabrielle, Happy New Year. I had no idea you were on to other day.
Oh.
I could really done with cheering up. Yeah, I know. Know how you feel, my love.
Well, it was hot.
It was. I was.
The main theme of that day was just hot, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sue was hot, hot.
She was a sweaty, horrible mess.
Dripping, she was. And then we started talking about men, and you got even hotter.
Oh.
And that was that. So,
that was it. It's gone. That was gone.
Sorry you missed us, Gabrielle.
Hi Sarah, nice to see you with a love heart too. And Jenny, hi ladies, Happy New Year. Oh, she sent us a little party face.
Oh,
yay!
Yeah, we're just
so good.
Wondering how long it is till you stop saying Happy New Year.
Oh, well, if you're back in 2020, then I think we've got 365 days to go. So, you know.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh,
like 2 weeks, I reckon.
2 weeks,
or maybe a month, maybe until February.
Wow.
You keep seeing people, don't you? Well, maybe not actually. Especially if we go into proper full lockdown.
I know Scotland has gone into a full-on thing now, and I think we're heading the same way. But you know, hopefully it'll take out any confusions.
Yeah,
that's the thing, isn't it? It's taking out confusions.
It is a bit confusing.
Fee's in the house. Fee Cornell.
Hi, Fee. Happy New Year.
Oh, who else we got?
Gabrielle said. Oh, hi, Alison. How you doing?
Nice to see you. Yeah. Christmas present was a letter from Department of Work and Pension on the 23rd, taking £2.50, £250 a month, almost a third of my total money. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh,
I know.
Gabrielle, so sorry. Karen says, hi girls, hope you had a nice Christmas.
Lovely, thank you. Yes.
Did indeed.
Yes.
Did indeed.
Nice and quiet, but it was nice. Chatted with a few people. So yeah.
It was different, wasn't it?
It was different. And I think, we established that everybody had.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Make of it what you can.
That's it.
Nancy's already stopped seeing anyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same.
I haven't seen my mum. This is the longest time without going on holiday. I haven't seen my mum. No, because she's been isolating.
Yeah.
She's had to isolate because she unfortunately was in contact with somebody. So, but she's had a negative test.
Yay,
which is
that's
great.
Good news.
So it's just, she's on day 9 now. So she's only got one more day left where she has to isolate. Although we won't be able to see anybody anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think this is as much as we're going to, and I think, there may even be a rule or whatever in place for bubbles.
Really?
Well, I don't know, but we'll see. I always look on the .gov website to make sure I've got the facts rather than the news. Yeah. Don't like trying to interpret the news. I just asked Sue because I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. I don't have the telly or the news on anymore. No. Stopped that a long time ago. Yeah, I've gone back to Netflix now. Yeah, that's it. I've gone back. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Now TV. I haven't got Now. Disney Plus. I've got Disney Plus now. These are all on the go in our house. Yeah, I've got Disney Plus now. Have you? Yeah. Apparently there's all the Avengers films on that I haven't seen. So I've got to catch up with those. Yeah, I've got that. Who else we got? So Jenny, ever the optimist. If I keep saying it, maybe it will happen. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hi Toots. Hi Toots. How you doing? Girlies. I like being girlies. I like girlies and gorgeous girls. And gorgeous girls. Which is what Esther's just said. Like that even more, Esther. Thank you very much. Thanks. Oh, the lovely Fee Potter's in the house. Hello, beautiful. Oh, I had such a lovely chat with her last night. It was so nice. So nice to talk. Yeah, we can't wait to have a proper catch up. Yeah, it'd be lovely. Get together. Karen, dog had to go to the vets and they have kept her in. Oh, Karen. I know that feeling too. That's happened to me before, pre-lockdown, where she had to go in and I couldn't even go in. And she was in there for about 3 days. In fact, I've had a couple of dogs do it. One time was over New Year. Which one? Oh. When was that? 2 of my dogs decided that they were going to attack a big bag of prescription medicines that I'd had to pick up for somebody else. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, that tore me apart. Oh, dear. Oh, hi, Claire. Nice to see you in. Yeah, when I had a dog and he decided to, he was like a parkour dog. He just could go over any furniture and Oh, really?
Yeah. My old house had the bar in the kitchen, didn't I?
Yeah.
And there was a sofa, so he'd get up on the sofa, then up on the breakfast bar,
Oh.
then into the kitchen on the worktops. And I hadn't realised he could do that because he was just a pup. And I'd left a packet of tablets out, birth control. When I got back from work, he'd eaten them all. So, along with bananas and skins and everything. So he had to go to the vet.
They're a bit nutty when they do things like that.
Yeah.
But
you know. Worth it though, are they? Are they?
Today mine weren't.
When I see them snuggling you, I'm always jealous. And then when I see the carnage they create, I think, thank God I have a dog.
Well, they created carnage in the mud today.
Did they? But they loved it. And they got a nice shower outside now anyway.
I didn't bother showering them.
Didn't you?
I could not be bothered. I couldn't be bothered. But the house needs a good old clean anyway. And I was just like, you know what? Dry off and then we'll brush it out.
Yeah.
So they're pretty mucky tonight. I'm like, well, they're going to get mucky again tomorrow.
Yeah. Right, Isabel. Hi there. Hi, Isabel. Good to see you too. Karen says they're keeping her in. Her disc is pinching her spinal cord and don't know what's going to happen. Oh, bless her.
Yeah, that's so painful for her as well. So painful. Oh. Hopefully, they've given her enough medication that she's relaxed, and that's the best thing. That's usually what I go with.
Sending her lots of love. Claire, happy new days to you too.
Happy new days, Claire.
And hello, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Oh, lovely to see you too.
And hi, Pam.
Wow.
We caught up with everybody, and there's 26 of you in with us tonight, so that's good. That's nice. Can't wait. So,
Gemma, what are we making?
So, in case you don't know already, you're just blindly joining us, we are making this lampshade. Right, let me just,
See, look, that's much better as a, if it's like
a fascinator, sort of a.
Yeah, but I need to move that bit. So.
Yeah, I need to sort of. Yeah. But ready?
Oh, look at that! Should I turn the light out?
Go on then.
Ready?
Oh, you have to get up and
Yeah, I was going to. Yeah,
so I've just got one of these clicky lights to put in it.
Look at that!
But it does look lovely. You get some lovely sort of patterns and.
That looks stunning, Gem.
Looks so nice, and it looks nice with the orange glow bulb inside, rather than the white sort of LEDs. So, if I would recommend getting a nice bulb. Now, this one I have got a. Oh, you ready to? Let me turn this off. So this one,
lighting as well as sound effects.
Very good. She is proper tech, isn't she? Light off.
A fascinating fascinator. No fee.
So if you can see inside, I have put a lamp fitting in there, and we will be doing that, but we are going to do this over 2 weeks. So we'll be doing part of it tonight and then the second part next Monday, because I'll show you different ways in which you can add a light. What do you call that bit?
Fitting.
Just the fitting. Yeah, just the fitting. So different ways to add that fitting in. Now this one is one that you can use, so it's a pendant lampshade, or so that it's an actual lampshade, so you can use it either way up. So I'll be showing you how to do that next week. But
so it's a 2-weeker.
2-parter.
You lucky people.
Because there's a lot involved. So what it means by doing it in 2 parts is I can show you how to set it all up, and how to imagine the shape and style and design that you want. And how to mark that up, and then I can give you then the whole week to get your pieces cut.
Yeah, because that's the bit that's going to take the time, isn't it?
That's hours. So this one, there is 70. I think I worked out to be like 75.
Yeah,
maybe a few more discs in there, and so that's a lot of cutting. And I need time to prep it again, and it'll give you time hopefully to prep it. But I'll get you through all the stages ready for
next week. So the next one you prep then, could that be mine?
It could possibly be yours. However, I'm probably going to do a smaller one, if that's okay. Probably only because I have no more cardboard, no more giant boxes either.
Gemma, I've got cardboard.
Oh, have you? Well, like, you know, yeah.
I was about to put it out for the recycle man, but you know, I can just bring it back in now.
No, it's nice, isn't it? You can upcycle. So loads and loads of variables in this project as well, which, you know, spreading it out over a few weeks will give us a bit more time, and also give you a bit more time to experiment and share with us what you've discovered from the sort of cardboard, or the density, or the processes that you've gone through, or the experiments with shape that you've had. So hopefully this 2 weeks will
it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
So I first saw these, and you may have, because I know they're pretty standard, decor is pretty standard across sort of franchise places, but McDonald's, the franchise, they recently did a load of their, well, not recently, it's about 2 years ago.
I was going to say they revamped some of their restaurants,
2 or 3 years ago. They revamped a load of restaurants, and ever since I saw them in that restaurant, I've wanted to. I every time I sit underneath them and examine them, think, oh, I want to make one of those. Can't be that hard. Can't be that hard. And it's tricky getting the shape you want, because I was thinking I'd like a sphere. I ended up with a
what is that called?
Like a bicone.
Yes.
However, I made this side first, then realised I wanted the next side to have a different angle and actually be larger. So this actually is twice the size of this side, because I added another size in so that I could get a more elongated this side to this side. So it's a few tips I can tell you to help make that work.
I made a smaller box from a bigger box and reuse string. Does that count? Yes, absolutely.
Yes, it does.
I do it all the time. They are expensive to buy, Nancy.
Yeah?
Yeah, they really are expensive.
They really are, yeah.
I know you've had a look, didn't you?
Yeah, I found some smaller ones for around the £60-70 mark, but much smaller.
Yeah.
But the ones around that size, you're looking at about 230, between 180 and 250 pounds. So yeah, they can be really expensive. So you know, hopefully you'll be able to do yours on a budget, and even better, using things that we'd usually throw away. Yeah. So that's great. Different boxes will give you different types of corrugation. Yeah, different
I'm guessing
thicknesses.
the depth of the box as well, and the construction of the box is going to make a difference, isn't it?
Yeah. So what was absolutely brilliant is recently I've bought wardrobes. So I've got packing boxes and moving boxes, which I could use, but they're supposed to go back to the packers. Although I have looked at them and thought, oh, I like the corrugation on that. Yeah, I found a new sexy, corrugation. I look at boxes in a whole new way now.
I have to admit...
How deep is your corrugation?
I have to admit that I have a couple of rolls of corrugated cardboard.
No way.
Yeah, and I genuinely just keep them rolled up and hidden in my dressing room. Because I like them.
Secret like, cardboard.
One day I may use that. I've only just confessed that to myself. So, you know, I've been hiding this for about 2-3 years now.
Wow.
Secret's out.
Wow. It's been there for a reason. Okay, so in terms of materials that you're going to need lots of...
I know.
Oh.
You're going to need cardboard.
Yeah. You've got it. 10 points to Sue. Right, where are we? Have I missed something?
Double deep corrugations. Yes. Oh, Fee.
That's what you want. Fee.
Oh, Fee. Yeah, go on. You were saying about what we need. That's all right. I've got this. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Right.
Don't you?
I don't need to worry about that. Right, so what you need is lots of cardboard. So we'll talk about just how much later. But the great thing is that you don't need it to be all the same.
I was going to say, yeah, does it need to come from the same box? So you can...
No.
Okay. Oh, this is interesting.
But your shape, if you're really caught up on what shape you want to achieve, then you're going to have to do some serious maths. I haven't done the maths for you. You're going to have to do some serious maths, experimenting, and you're going to have consistent depth to your cardboard so that you can really create the exact shape you want.
Yeah.
If you're not too worried about how the shape comes out, so if you like this shape is probably the easiest to achieve, or even easier than that would be a straight like
a cylindrical.
Like a cylindrical shape, because I was actually thinking about doing one to go over a glass, so you can put a candle in it, because I think that would look quite nice. So you could just keep it really simple. You could even make a square shape and stack the squares up. So there's so many options, and so you don't have to be caught up on the thickness of your card. All you need to make sure you've got is that corrugation going through. You see the wiggly thin paper in between the two pieces of card.
That's what gives it structure and strength.
That's what gives it structure and strength. The other thing you want to really make sure that you've got is that it's flat and intact. It hasn't been crushed and creased, folded too much. If it's folded across the corrugation like that, it's not too bad. But if it's folded against the corrugation, then you're going to have you're not going to have that space that gives you the light that pops out. So that's all.
Yeah, because that's what really makes it when you turn the light on, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can line them all up, all the corrugations. What?
I thought you were.
No.
You can line them all. Oh. Oh.
That's just the way I say up.
Let me just quickly say hello to people. Hi Mari, nice to see you. I haven't missed your comments, I have been watching. Hello Do, how are you?
Hey Faye. Your Faye can't wait to make one of these.
And the dragon's in the house.
Hey, dragon.
Before we go any further, can I just say, yesterday was the dragon's birthday and I was a very bad daughter and I didn't phone her. So we're going to have a chat later.
Okay. Happy birthday for yesterday. I did put it on Facebook, but you got so many messages, you probably never saw it. So hope you have a lovely day.
Right, where are we starting?
Right, okay, so we're going to start by how to mark up and measure up. All right.
Okay. Are we camera down?
Yeah. Well, just in just a few secs. So we're going to make a very technical tool. It's cardboard with holes in. So I'm going to show you how to make that first off.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So yes, camera
down.
Camera down.
Okay, we're going down.
Right.
So
we're going to have to do a combination of. Ooh.
How's that? Is that all right?
Good. I think that's good.
Susan, where'd you get it from? You get it from cardboard boxes. Literally just a cardboard box. You don't need to go and buy new cardboard. If you've got cardboard boxes in the house, then utilise them.
Yeah, or you can go to a local supermarket. They're very often getting rid of them. Okay, so so there's loads of places. Or just ask your friends on Facebook. Anybody got any boxes they want rid of? Most people are gladly let you take them off their hands. I know if somebody had asked me last week, anybody got any cardboard, I'd have gone, yeah, take it all.
Yeah, have it. You can look on, the place we spoke about the other week, Olio, Free Cycle, Facebook Marketplace. People are always giving away boxes like that. It was Jenny's birthday yesterday too. Oh, happy birthday yesterday, Jenny.
We got birthday twins in the house.
Yeah. And Claire and Gail are in the house as well.
Hey,
Happy New Year. Oh no one phoned the dragon. It's a good job she doesn't hold a grudge. Oh gosh. Sorry, dragon. Oh, we love you. But she's getting lots of happy birthdays anyway. So, that makes up for it. Thanks, guys.
Gets her off the hook. Right, so other tools you're going to need. You'll need a ruler. That's a very important tool. You will need we'll come back to that in a minute. You'll need a pencil. Not a very sharp pencil. So don't want to sharpen it too much. Or if you have got a sharp pencil, you want to sort of scratch it off a bit so that it's got a blunt end. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. You'll also want, perhaps you might want a marker. I'm probably going to use a marker tonight just to make things clearer for you at home, but a pencil will be just fine. And then I've got a hole punch. This is handy because it gives you nice consistent holes to put your pencil through. But if you haven't got one of these, you can use anything just to push a hole through the cardboard. Okay, like even you could use a biro pen or a sharp pencil and a piece of blue tack and push the pencil through.
What about a nail? Would that be?
A nail could do it, but you want it
it wider,
quite wide because you want to get your pencil tip through.
Right. Okay.
The hole. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so there's those tools. A cutting mat so that you protect your surfaces from, you know, all the cuts that you're going to do. You see all my cuts from yesterday.
There's a lot there.
Yeah. And then you'll want a craft knife or just a craft knife. Now, I recommend you getting one of these disposable craft knives where you can snap off the end, because you blunt the knife really quickly now. So after doing sort of 15 circles, you'll probably want a new blade because it blunts it really quickly. So these are great. They only cost about, I don't know, 99p, two quid at tops, from like your DIY stores, craft stores. And you can buy multi-packs on Amazon if you, or
you need to get me some of them anyway.
Yeah, so these are great. Okay, so, and they got a good safety mechanism where you pull that back and it locks it in place. So get yourself some of those, or if you haven't got some of those, you'll want a Stanley knife with lots of blades that you can change, so that you can get nice even sharp cuts rather than ragged cuts, because that won't give you a nice finish. Okay, so
the sharpness of the blade is important all the way through, not just at the very start.
No, it's important, because obviously a nice neat cut will give you a nice sleek finish, but as if it gets a bit jaggedy, you'll find it hard on your hands to get through, and it's a lot of cutting, so you want it to be as easy as possible. And 3, what did I say, 1 and 3?
Yeah.
Anyway, just keep it simple.
Just do 1 and 3. We're all right with that. Put a B in the middle.
Bear with me. I'm just gonna.
Oh, the skill that she just cut that piece of cardboard with. It's amazing.
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make our compass to create our marking device. Okay, so I've just slithered this off of a cardboard box. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my ruler to draw around, so that I get a nice straight edge. And then my metal ruler is
not within my eyesight. My eye.
No, I don't mind that. I just do it by eye. So I'm just going to drag along. Actually, this doesn't actually have to be straight, because it just needs to be, it's only for when we put the measurements on, we want a straight edge to do it along. So we just want a strip like this. Now it only needs to be a little bit wider than, or a little bit longer than your half the diameter, no, so half the circumference, half the diameter. It's called the radius.
The radius.
Is that right?
Yep.
Ooh, it's a bit mathsy, guys, isn't it? So we want
it wants to be from the middle to the outer.
Yes.
That bit.
So from if we think about a circle like this, here's the middle. The long bit that we're creating now only needs to be as long as half of the eventual width, and with a little bit over either end, just for play. Okay, so this, for example, if I did a circle with this, we'd end up with a lampshade that was wider than I can fit into this screen. Okay, so we don't need it that long.
Here's the radius. Let me just answer Gabrielle's question. Yes, Gabrielle, you could use a piece of string, but I think what you'll find is when Gemma goes through this, there's a reason to use the cardboard. So bear with us.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about using string, but there's too much play.
Yeah.
And then I had a piece of string and I tied lots of knots along the way.
Yeah.
So I could put my pencil through it, but there was too much play in it.
Yeah. So the cardboard that you're going to show us here is actually your measuring tool as well at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah. Now you can buy ready-made pieces like this, and if you've got a flexi ruler like this, there's nothing to stop you actually punching holes in the ruler. Which would make it really even simpler. But just in case you haven't got any of those things, hopefully you've got some cardboard, because that's what the project's all about, and you can use that to make the whole thing. Okay, so first off, I'm going to mark on the 0 here, I'll do it in pen so you can see. I'm going to mark on the 0 here, and that is going to be my pinhole, okay? But I want to have lots of pinholes, and I'm going to keep them a ½ centimetre apart, okay? So I'm
half a centimetre?
½ centimetre apart, yeah. So 5 millimetres apart. And I want 3 sizes, okay? So there's my 3 pinholes, okay? And then from there, I'm going to measure my the size of the rings I'm going to create. Now each ring is going to be 1 centimetre in width,
right?
So my rings, obviously when you cut one, the other one is within that one.
Okay.
So there's my pinholes. Obviously I don't need to cut circles this tiny because you want sort of it to be roughly that size. So I'm going to start at the number 3 here, so that will give me a 6 centimetre diameter, okay, for that.
Radius?
No, diameter.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to not mark at 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
yes,
3.
You're marking at 3.
Yeah. So I'm going to start marking at 3 centimetres, which is number 4 on here because it's 3 centimetres from that last hole.
Yeah.
Okay. So you might not even use that smaller one, but it doesn't matter. You can have it there anyway. So I'm going to mark at 4, and then I'm going to mark every centimetre from there on in. Okay, so I'm marking on the centimetres. Okay, now the biggest I'm probably going to go is, in fact the biggest I went on this one was 18. Okay, so I'm not going to really want to go any larger than that. All right, so I'm going to go to there. So that's that laid out. And then, oh, I forgot another component that you're going to need. Bear with me.
Bear with, callers, bear with.
Got one more thing. So you're going to need a push pin, okay? And a spare bit of cardboard like this, a mat pin. So you'll need a pin like that. That's going to go through to hold things in place, all right? So then we're going to take...
That's just your pinboard pins, isn't it?
Yeah, just a mat pin. I'm just going to cut a little bit off because I don't need all that. Then I'm going to take my hole punch and I'm going to go to the size that sort of best fits the tip of my pencil. All right. So like I said, if you haven't got a hole punch, then just get a piece of anything soft actually that you can pop underneath the hole and then push a sharp pencil through it so that you get a nice a large hole.
So I guess you could use one of your pins to create the smaller hole and then put your pencil through it, couldn't you, to give it a bit of...
Yeah, you could do.
Widen it up.
You could do.
Bit of whitening it up. Okay,
and then I'm just going to go through and I'm going to punch out each one of those little holes. Okay, so this is just a leather punch or a paper punch. You can get these from all over the place.
So does it matter that you're using a leather punch as a paper punch?
No. No, this will punch anything from CDs to leather to...
Really?
Yeah, no, it's good as gold. It goes through anything. It won't affect punching the leather, so you'll be fine.
I've got several of those at home.
Yeah, I've got lots of different ones. Oh, I missed the last hole. Okay, so there we go. There's our compass. All right, and then these are the holes for the pins. Don't punch those holes until you use them because you want them to stay as nice and where they are as you...
Tight.
It's nice and tight together.
Tight holes.
Nice tight holes, everyone. Okay. So then, what was that? There was something important I was going to tell you and I've forgotten what it is.
Was it the weather?
No, I don't think it was the weather.
You've marked yours off with the numbers.
Oh, I did, but that's just because I was making it up as I went along.
Okay,
now
so
I know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's have a look at marking, at creating our circles. So I've got a piece of card here. This is, let me see, I'm not going to do the whole. So like I said before, I'm going to do a smaller one, which is going to take a little bit less time.
Can I just ask, if people are still with us, can you press the like button? You know, the like emoji, the thumbs up, because it's gone quiet and I just want to make sure that we're still with people.
Are you engrossed, everyone?
Engrossed is fine.
Am I far too interesting? I could start.
Thank you. Starting to see it now. Okay, so just go over again why the 3 pinholes.
Right. So when we come to build our lampshade, if I bring this one in.
Had you done that bit yet or not?
Why?
The 3 pinholes.
Why have I done them?
No. Had you answered that question already?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's okay then.
I don't think so.
We're concentrating. That's good.
The 3 pinholes means that you can make 3. Do you remember I said this is 3 layers?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to make 3 sets for this side of discs.
Yeah.
And 3 sets for this side.
Right.
Okay. So keeping it simple, there are other ways you can do it, but just to keep it very simple, if you've got 3 holes, you know you're going to have 3 sets of discs, each 0.5 centimetre smaller than the other.
Yeah.
Okay. So by moving the pinholes, it saves you having to do any counting. Right?
Okay.
It also means that if, like me, you decide actually you want the camber on the side or the slope to be steeper.
Yeah.
Or more shallow, you can see where your pinholes are, and all you do is pop a pin in between to make an in-between size.
Right.
Okay, so what I did with this one is
that's your adjuster then, isn't it? The 3 pins are your adjuster.
That's what you adjust, yeah. So instead of adjusting how many holes you make, you adjust where your pin is to give you a different circumference.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Shell's getting a pedicure while she's watching.
Oh, wow.
Nice, Shell. Well done.
Wow. If I cleared out under the table, there is space for somebody to sit under the table and pedicure us to. Well,
I know.
Well, we dabble. That'd be nice.
That'd be lovely.
Oh,
wow. A nice, handsome young man would do well.
Oh, I would do very nicely, thank you.
All right, I'm just going to drift off into my own little world, all right?
All right.
Right. Do you need 2 sheets to allow for the overlaps? We'll probably come on to that in a bit, Vari.
Let's go through it and then see if that question is still on your mind, because I think I know what you mean. Right, so what have I got here? I've just got a spare piece of card. Now all that's going to do is give me a bit, lift this slightly from the centre so that my pin has got more to go through.
Okay, so it's got something stable underneath.
To stabilise it. So I'm going to start with my biggest circles first, okay, and I'm going to go through. Now this piece of card, purely because I need to fit it on the table whilst so you can see, is going to be a bit small for the biggest circle. You can see it's a bit small for that biggest one. So I'm going to start down here. So I'm just going to mark the one I'm going to start at, all right, so that I know from here on in, every time I put my pin through, I always start on this one to give me the right size. Okay, so I'm just going to use that as my compass. You see how nice and easy that is?
Oh,
it's lovely and easy, much easier than trying to use string or other things like that.
Yeah, then the tension on string I've never been able to get.
Yeah, and then go into the next hole. Make that one. And I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to do all of these. So it's so simple. Look how lovely and consistent they are. Now, I said before about keeping the pencil sort of blunt. Not blunt so that it's right, you know, so it's hard to get a mark with it. But just not sharp, because if you pierce the cardboard or scratch it, you rough the edge when you cut, and you sort of risk altering sort of the edge, and then your knife skags in it and all sorts like that. So keep it blunt. It gives you a nice thick line for a start to follow, and it also helps keep your cut nice and neat. All right, so this is rings number 1, okay? So I'm just going to put a 1 in the center of there. All right, then I would repeat this for rings 2 and 3. So all I would do to do the next set of rings, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it on the back here.
So this would technically be a new sheet. New sheet of cardboard. So
ring number 2. Take my pin down to the next hole. Pop it centrally through. I'm just lining this one up. Centrally through, and start at the same point you started before. So there's that little arrow there where we started before. You're going to start again from there. You're going to do all of your rings just the same as you did before, and then at the center of this one you're going to write number 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll then have one sheet. One
sheet.
So one sheet. Ooh. And let me grab the second sheet. And there's the second sheet.
Now,
so not on the same sheet.
If you want to create one exactly like this top part, so let me move this back up a bit. Is it that one? There we are. If you want to create one that is exactly just the top part, ignore the bottom, just that shape, and then it will be that shape again on the bottom, you only need 2.
Okay.
For each half, so you need 4 altogether, one size 1 and one size 2. If you want one with a more of a camber, then you're going to need 2. Okay?
Two of one and 2 of 2.
No, you're going to need, sorry, you're going to need a 1, 2 and a 3.
Right.
All right. Make sense?
No.
Okay. So
I'm confused.
So this consists of size 1 and size 2 discs.
Yeah.
And they alternate. So the outside, so if we go from the outside, that's the outer disc of template 1. The next one is the outer disc of template 2.
Okay.
The next one is the outer disc, again, the last disc of 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 1, then 2. You take it in turns.
Yeah.
And they step into each other.
Yeah.
This one is disc 1, disc 2, disc 3. Disc 1, disc 2, disc 3.
Ah, okay.
Because they're all like, you know, 1/2 millimetre smaller than the other. Yeah. 1/2 centimetre smaller than each. They will sit, and so you will get a more graduated finish. Does that make sense?
That makes better sense. Yes, thank you.
And then thinking on that line, the more that you do, the deeper, the more more of
angle.
So the more you do, the steeper the angle. Is that right? Steeper. Yeah. The steeper the incline or decline. Okay.
Depends on which way you're climbing up the lampshade, doesn't it?
You know, there's lots of ways you can work out. Again, it does change. Yes, that's right, Gabrielle. 3 pinholes to allow for in between sizes. That's it. Yeah, but it will work just doing the 2. So if you want to practice and just do the 2, and then think about what you can add in to make it bigger. Yeah. So when I did mine, I'd already cut all my discs, and I didn't want to do another set because I couldn't quite work it out. So what I did is I went in between the 2 pinholes. So between disc 1 and 2, there's only 2.5 mils. Yeah. So you can do that as well, and it will just make those adjustments as you go through. You'll work it out as you go. Okay, so I'm just all I want to do now is just show you how to cut. Okay. And then I think we'll come back to doing more the next time. Yeah. But I've gone really speedy, haven't I?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to tell you to slow down.
I can't slow down once you get me off. That's it. I'm like one of those spinning tops. You just pull me and set me off. I'm gone.
Move over a bit and let me in.
Let you in. Right, let's dabble.
Hey, let's come on in.
I'm going to catch my breath.
Okay, hi Lena. You'll definitely want to catch up on the replay then, Lena. That's going to be a must for you. If you're going to do this project, you're definitely going to... So are there any other questions from that? Oh no, did somebody hit the angry face by mistake?
Please do it by mistake.
Hope you're okay. So are there any other questions at the moment? I've got so many ideas going through this.
Yeah, I have, and as we're going through it, I'm thinking to make it rounder, you could do this, to make if you have a look online, you'll see lots of ways that people have interpreted, like making them wavy.
Somebody said earlier, who was it? Let me scroll back. Bear with.
Susan did. She said she's sorry. That's okay. As long as you're okay and we didn't do anything upsetting.
That's all right then. Yeah, just making sure. Just making sure, that's all.
Yes.
I can't find it at the moment. But, yes, you could do a square shape and spin it.
Yeah, you could. If you just slightly change the angle each time.
Yeah.
That would look lovely.
That would look great. I think, though, this has got to be the simplest to start with.
Yes.
Because otherwise you are not only putting it together with thinking about your angles on the cardboard whilst you're doing it, or your dimensions. No, your measurements. I'll get there. You're not only thinking about your measurements whilst you've got it on the paper, but when you start going different shapes, you've then got to think about angles and things like that. So I think definitely,
I think if you want to start really simple, then just cut the same size rings and pop them all over a tumbler excuse me, I swallowed some spit.
There was an old woman, she swallowed a fly. I don't know why. She swallowed a fly. There was an old woman who swallowed a spider to swallow the fly.
No, to catch the fly.
To catch the fly.
That wriggled and jiggled and tiggled inside her.
See, I don't know it.
I love that.
Gabrielle, patience, my love. Patience.
You could show us how to glue them. I could. How that will work and stay steady. But it will. But I'm gonna show you that next week. Because if you can get everything ready this week, then I'll show you how to put it all together next week, and then we can spread the joy over 2 weeks. Yeah, so if you wanted to, you could just cut lots of cylinders, lots of discs the same, put them all over a glass, and then see what that looks like. I'd like to do that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
There you go, get cutting. So cut your circles. So what's your advice, Gemma, when somebody is cutting a circle then?
So I think I would like to show you that so that you can get it prepared for next week.
So you want to show the cutting?
I'm going to show the cutting today, because next week we've got to do assembling and make the light fitting.
Yeah.
And things
So,
like that. So
getting that bit right. Yeah. So okay. Well, we can do that in a sec. That's not a problem.
That's what I thought. But on the like the byproducts of the cardboard, I know probably you, Fee. You still in? Fee Potter. Is Fee Potter still here? Because I bet I'm pretty sure I've seen her do things. Seen her do stuff.
Her's been doing stuff, and her like right mind.
But like, I've got this massive canvas that's been waiting for me. Waiting for inspiration to strike. It's huge. So sat there. We bought it together, didn't we? And I haven't touched it yet. But I was thinking, look how lovely that is when you just stare at it. I'm thinking like landscapes and things like that.
Media, textured art. Yes, save your bits, because there's a project that I've got in mind that these might come in useful.
Oh.
We'll save it. We'll save it.
Okay.
Teaser, hey? Such a teaser. Is it not a fire hazard, or did you protect it? Most light bulbs these days are very low wattage, so you need your energy saving light bulbs. Don't go for your old light bulbs, basically.
No. You don't go for your old. You go for your energy savers, or your LEDs are ideal. But if you look on the high street anywhere, most lampshades are made of paper. Yeah. So, or card. At least with cardboard these days, it mainly is fire treated anyway, because of storage and insurances for warehouses and things like that where they're kept. So I'm pretty confident that it's not a fire hazard. Obviously you don't want the bulb touching it, but you wouldn't want that in anything.
And what you've got is you've got enough ventilation through that lampshade anyway to allow the heat from the bulb to disperse, so it's not a problem. Gabrielle, you can beg. You can keep begging, my love. Oh, can we make a small one and have one of those battery operated too? Absolutely.
Yeah. That would be lovely. And like, imagine making lots of small ones and having them sort of
in a multiple chandelier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, it is really time consuming, and you know, you might want to tackle it sort of a couple of rings a night. So if you're doing 4 sets, just the 2 stages, then you probably want to do 1 set a night, if you can even manage it, because it's hard. I mean, I did.
It's going to be hard on the hand, isn't it?
And I was aching. My arms, the backs of my arms hurt. Here, my muscles.
Are they toned up though? Does that mean it gets rid of your bingo wings?
Bingo wings. Because it's not I cut with my right hand, so sort of, you know.
But it's the leaning as well, isn't it?
But it's the holding it while you cut with your left, holding it with your left while you cut with the right. It's like, oh, I had to change position. I was standing up, sitting down, and because you said, Jem, I can't. You know, I did try and protect you. Like when I said on Friday, I'd like to do in the lampshade. She was like, oh, and I could see she was like, Jem, what are you doing? You're never going to get that done. I was like, I'm going to get that done.
I was like, oh
I
my
can't
God.
Not now.
Here we go. Oh, but so Carol Hutchins is in the house.
Oh, hi, Carol.
Auntie Carol is in the house, and she's being the comedian.
Oh,
what? No candle lights? Probably best not to.
Probably not, but if you put it around a glass,
the glass is protecting it.
The glass is protecting it, which is why and do you know what this is? This is a Nutella jar.
Yeah.
So you just like eat some Nutella, make reindeer poo.
Lots of reindeer poo.
And then...
Although when we come out of Christmas and New Year, we stop calling them rainbow poo.
Reindeer poo.
Reindeer
poo.
What
do we call them now then?
Now they are
Bird's
fake
nests.
Ferreras.
Oh, all right.
Fake Ferrero Rochers.
At Easter we call them bird's nests.
At Easter they'll be called bird's nests, yeah. And then Valentine's.
Yeah. Which we call them then. What did you say? Oh, I don't even know what that is. Is that Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, that's an Urban Dictionary.
Education all the way.
Hi,
Could you
Carol.
use one of those silhouette machines? Yes, if you've got one of those, I can't imagine why not. What you do, this is something I need to talk to you about.
Is this like the cry-cut cricket thing?
Yes.
But would it go through the machine?
Well,
I've never used one, so I don't know.
If you've got a good cutter, I'm sure it would. But what you don't want to happen is if you punch through, you're going to lose that corrugation. That's why you need a good sharp knife as well, because you don't want to be compressing the cardboard. You want to be slicing through it.
Yeah. Rather
than compressing it. It's just like cutting a loaf of bread. You don't go push through it, do you? You carve through it so that it doesn't compress.
Yes, absolutely. I've missed some more. Bear with me.
What did you miss, Linda?
Gabrielle says, not going to beg, just going to tune in for both sessions before I begin. Yes. Yes.
But I would recommend, Gabrielle, getting started with cutting your discs, because it will once I show you next week, if I show you, you can literally be doing it as we dabble next week, and you can have your piece finished. So
Carol's put reindeer poo up there.
Have you tasted that reindeer poo, Carol? It's so lush.
It's so yummy.
Take that off.
Would you spray paint the finished shade or leave it buff? Gabrielle, did you see the shade when we first came on? Did you see how it looked? Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do it again, Jem. So show it in its real. So that's how it looks. So further away, it looks amazing. And then when you put a light in it.
No, other way, because mine got the thing that way.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, and if you look at the...
I'm going to turn the light off again.
Oh, yeah.
Light engineer.
Oh, tech op. If you put...
see, that just looks stunning.
It looks lovely, and definitely the warm light works rather than that cool light in the hallway. It's sort of blue. The warm light really works. But it's lovely, and because you've got the different, you know, the corrugated parts lined up in some areas and not in others, you get this lovely, it's almost like Saturn rings, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's got that honeycomb Saturn ring sort of thing going on.
But it is really effective. I am really pleased with it. It's very effective.
And Carol, I know you've eaten dog poo. Not intentionally, but I know you have.
Oh my goodness, no.
Well,
don't even
tasted it. puppies and, you know, when you get fingers and stuff like that. Anyway, moving on.
Let's not say that again.
Moving on. Oh, so there was something I was going to say about this.
Painting
yes, so painting it. You could paint it, but I think if you sprayed it, you would get the spray inside. Yeah. In the actual corrugated bits, which might smoke it.
But you could spray your cardboard first, couldn't you, before you cut it?
Yeah, you could. Oh, that's a good idea.
And you could use different coloured boxes as well.
Glitter it.
You
could glitter it.
Glitter it. I did think about spraying.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Go on, carry on.
Spraying the inside with a gold or something.
Yeah.
To try and push the light around. But I don't actually think it'll work. And
I don't think it needs it.
No.
What I was going to say is, if you're like me and like your Wi-Fi light bulbs, you can get multicoloured ones now.
Oh, yeah.
So you could set a mood on your multicoloured.
Yeah. I've got some of those with remotes instead.
Ah, yeah. And so, you know, that changes and goes through, and yeah, it'd be nice.
One thing I was going to do, or I might do before next time, is I did actually put a spray varnish on the one side, but it hasn't done anything. I think the cardboard is too absorbent to really show, because I wanted a gloss finish. So, but where you can see my glue on some bits.
Yeah.
So what I am going to do is take a layer of PVA to it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
To make it glossy, because I think that will work. And of course the PVA is clear when it dries, so it won't block any light. That's
a good point to remember then, actually. If you are going to paint it, it might need a primer coat.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't absorb it all.
Yeah. And I would recommend, if you do want to paint it, you do want a different colour or a consistent colour, I would recommend spraying your cardboard before you cut it. And it will save you a lot of time and mess, I should imagine. You're
still going to get the buff colour of the corrugation,
but you'll get
the layered effect of a nice. Yeah, it will be a nice stripy effect, won't it?
Yeah, it will look lovely.
Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing those ideas.
Let's catch up. Bear with. Looks amazing once lit. It does, doesn't it, Gabrielle? That's what I really wanted you to see, because I think that's going to answer some of your scientific questions in your brain, you know. I'm like you. I need to know how something works, why something works, to be able to then progress it. So yes, I get you. Dribbles of paint. Tempted to paint the board first to match the decor. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Carol, rude. That's because the Dragon and Carol are now having their own conversation.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
They're talking to each other.
Yes. At dinner tables, whenever I'm with my family, it always turns to reindeer's poo without the reindeers. Anyway, could you put shoe wax on it to give it colour? Yeah. Try
Good
it.
idea.
Try it. If, you know, the thing is, if you've got cardboard around, play with it.
Yeah.
You know?
One thing I will say,
play with it.
If you are going to paint it, if you are going to colour the cardboard, do it before you cut the rings. That's the best idea. And colour the back, not the side that you've marked. And I'll tell you why. Because the side that you marked got your pencil lines on, and you're going to glue it pencil side down.
Okay.
So that you don't see. I made that mistake well, you can see. This side, can you see my pencil lines? Because I glued on the wrong way. The other side, no pencil lines, because I remembered to flip them. Pardon?
Next week?
Delete that.
Who is selling these at that price? You'll find them in a lot of what sort of shops are they called? Like
not on the high street.
Yeah.
Etsy.
Yeah.
I have seen some cheaper versions, but I've not seen any for less than £45, and they were small ones. So.
And IKEA have got their own versions of little things like that, or they used to.
I've never seen that at IKEA. I've never seen them at IKEA, and I love the lighting section at IKEA. I was only there a few weeks ago, so.
I haven't been for a few years, mind.
I love
Alison, I'm not sure it would work unless, she's saying an acrylic pour, unless you actually proper prime it, because of the thickness of a pour. You would end up, when you're cutting that paint, it's going to make it tougher. You're actually putting an extra 3 or 4 mils on top of your cardboard. Nice idea, you could think about it, but yeah.
And you wouldn't see the beauty of the pour.
No.
Because you'd be cutting it into such small parts, you wouldn't see it. So you'd just waste your acrylic and your work really in that image. There's lots of ways you can evolve the project.
There's so many ways. I think it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. So
right, I am going to show you how to cut.
Okay. We're going to go cutting. Are we going down?
Go down.
We're going down. Are you ready?
Okay, so I've got my Stanley knife or my craft blade, and I want it, so if you're using one of these, you don't want it at the minimum like that because it's too thin. So just pop it out so that it's just out, and then put your safety catch on so it won't go anywhere. So that's how you want it to start with. And you don't want to, if it's not sharp enough and it doesn't pierce straight away, then you need a new blade. So you need to get your new blade in straight away. And then we're going to drag the knife through. So what I found is it's easier to cut the larger circles than it is the smaller ones. Now try as best you can to stay on the lines and not to go over it twice, because you go over it twice you get jagged. So try and do one nice deep cut that goes all the way through. Okay, so I'm going all the way through and I'm trying to keep my cut line consistent, not removing the knife if possible, so I don't get any little nicks and those little burrs on the edge. So I'm keeping my knife in place and
Brian's.
Pardon?
Nicks and Brian's and Pete's.
Pete's, yeah, keep your Pete's in place. So you can see I've come off the line in a few places. Don't worry too much about that. A few little bits like that won't ruin it, okay? So trying to keep one consistent cut all the way through. You'll find it really easy to cut across the corrugation, but when you cut in between the corrugations, it's a bit more tricky. Right, so once this first round is done, you can do away with the outsidey bit, which really helps. Okay, so now that's done, I can do away with the outsidey bit. Now if you've got a few sticky points, don't try and rip it off, because you'll get a little tear and then it will change the consistency. If you just turn it over, you can just sort of nip through those edges. Right.
Dragon's already put an order in. Yeah, so you can make me one of those for my bedroom at your house, please. Righto. Right.
Okay, so you can see I've gone through and I've managed to get a nice cut all the way round and kept that corrugation from being crushed. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the next cut, but don't separate the rings. Whatever you do, keep the rings together.
Okay.
So because we need them in order. If you mix them up, you will be searching forever for the next one in the project. So what I'm going to suggest you do at home over the next week is do this, cut all the rings, but don't separate them. So if that means just leaving a little section uncut, then brilliant. But if you, what I did is I cut all mine and they just stayed, because as long as you don't press them out, they pretty much stay. So that's cut all the way around, but it will stay. Unless I pull it off, it will stay. So
I guess if you just thinking about it whilst you were doing it there, Jim, if you've got low tack masking tape,
yeah,
and just put a strip across,
perfect.
Then you know you've done all the way around. Just don't cut onto that, and you know when you come to use them, you can. And if you're doing it on the pencil side,
yeah,
you're not going to see the tape, are you?
No, that's a great idea, Sue. That is actually, take that idea and run with it, everyone, because that's a brilliant idea, and it'll keep it all together, stop them falling apart. But you'll be prepped and ready. Now, there's nothing worse than getting in the flow of putting this all together,
yeah,
and then thinking, oh God, I'll cut another row. And I did it. I took it in turns. I did 5 rows, 3 rows on each, because that made 9 cuts.
Yeah.
and then glued, and then I did another 9 and then glued because I got tired. But you guys at home have got a week to get your circles prepped, or whatever shape you decide in, you know, get them prepped, as long as they're nice concentric shapes. Get them all prepped and ready, and then when we come back together Monday...
Before you go up, Jem,
okay.
Is there a way... So let's say, for example, I'm cutting around and I've done all of these and I cut around and I've slipped.
Yeah.
What can we do about that? Just a bit of tape over it, or? Yeah,
just don't worry. Right. In fact, let me do something now. Because so right, just say I'm cutting here. I'm going to cut round here and I slip and I go there. All right. So. And you think, oh no, it's not gone right through, so that's okay. If it went right through, don't worry, it's still okay.
Okay.
Because once it's glued into place,
yeah, you are not going to see that.
See it. But what, definitely don't do this. Definitely don't go here and try and cut there, because you get this little notch.
That's where you get your Nick and your Pete and your Brian.
So what you do is you come the other way and drag that into there, and you still get a nice smooth cut, okay?
Yeah.
So it just, if you come from that way, it will drag that fine piece down. Whereas if you come from the other way, it will just keep it nice and smooth in.
And then you can go back to the way you were working.
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't worry, even if you slice through one, don't worry, because once they're in place,
yeah,
it's fine. But what you've got to remember is when you cut this one, yes, it's the inside of this circle, and that's the outside, so that's nice and neat. But it is the outside of this circle, and if it's ragged, it won't. I mean, you'll lose it in amongst the whole design. Of course, you will, but you know, you'll be conscious of it. So
yeah.
So, yeah.
And then you pointed out just now your pencil marks, and I can't see them.
No.
And so any little nicks and things like this, you're going to see them, but they're not going to be easily seen by people viewing it. You'll just know it's there. It's it's that little daub of paint on the ceiling when you've painted an entire room. Most people wouldn't see it, but you do. So just try, and I like that tip of going backwards onto that, so you're not dragging the cardboard.
Yeah,
that's good. Okay, you wanted to come back up, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm loving the conversations that are happening between people. There's a lot of experience out there.
Ooh.
And they're
share.
they're sharing and helping each other and commenting. Sorry, just trying to get you back up.
Gabrielle, I just read as Sue's moving in, I thought that would be good corruption. It's not, it's corrugation. Right.
Right. Is that better? Is that all right? Are we too high, too low?
No.
Okay.
Right, so where are we? This is a fantastic project. We're going to make 3 different sizes of cylinders, different heights and diameters for a candle grouping. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
It does sound amazing.
Yeah, it does sound amazing.
Yeah.
Alison, full lockdown, schools closed until maybe Feb. Oh wow. That's happened whilst we've been.
Yeah, it was 8 o'clock. Till Feb 15th. Okay, so yeah. There we go. That's thrown me off course. That's why I didn't want to go into that.
I can hear the news on.
Yeah.
Tom's obviously put the news on.
Yeah.
Oh well, we better see. We better have a look what's going on.
Well, that is how many lampshades can you make to the 15th of February? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey?
Why not?
How many lampshades do you think you could make, Jem?
Well, like, in terms of time, I think that lampshade took me about 5 hours.
Okay.
Which isn't bad, is it?
That's really good.
And I've done all the working out for you, so it should take you a bit less. But how much my arms could take, I'd be like Popeye by the time I'd finish, because it's
yeah.
And the smaller the circles, the
tighter,
the harder it is.
Oh
so
gosh,
it gets,
even just doing that there.
I was thinking when I was doing it, I was thinking, I can't wait till I get further down these, it'll be less cutting. Obviously, the less you do, but it gets harder because it's tighter turns.
Yeah.
On the cutting note, do not be tempted to do it with scissors, The scissors will crush.
They crush, yeah, because you've got that snap.
Yeah, so don't be tempted for scissors.
Susan's going to have a great time crafting. Good, that's what we like to hear. Vara's going to be working full time. Yeah, and that's, some people are going to, some people are going to have to be at home. I know I'll be working from home. Will it be the same time next Monday? Yes. Brenda. Yes. And highly likely we'll do a Dabble on, a Babble on Friday.
Yes.
You know, because that's going to keep us going now, isn't it?
Way we roll.
If we're going into a full lockdown, Gem, I got to get out of the house somehow.
Yeah.
And if it means I got to come to work here or you come to work at my house, then that's what we're going to be doing.
Absolutely fine.
You need more cylindrical or squares, whereas at least when this is concentric. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Gabrielle. Oh, see, she's thinking ahead, isn't she? So you're going to need, if you're going to do that, all your rings are going to be the same size.
Yeah.
Which means your piece of cardboard has to be bigger because you won't be. Oh,
yes, because you can't
because you can't make concentric rings.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's 11 rings.
Yeah, and so it would be the same if you were doing a square. Yeah. So yeah, that's why this is going to be the easiest piece to work on first. Yeah, ditto Fee. I'm with you, my love. She hasn't seen anyone since 22nd of December, so what's another 6 weeks? Yeah, Friday was the first time we'd been out. That came to here.
There was me thinking that it was only like they were only doing.
Did you lead yourself into a false sense of security?
I thought they're just doing a tier 4 just to be safe, to try and stop, you know, the Christmas spread then.
Yeah.
And I thought we'd be out of it in 2 weeks.
No. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. We'll get through it. I tell you what.
I'll have plenty of work to do.
I have a project that's going to take us into spring.
Okay.
So I'll tell you next week.
All right.
But yeah, I've got a project that's going to take us into spring because that's what I need.
What, like a running project?
No, it won't. It'll be one session.
Oh, okay. But it's going to bring the spring in our steps. It's
going to bring the spring into our lives. Ooh, yes, exciting. That's what we need.
Yes,
you know?
We do.
Oh my gosh, like we did at Christmas, Susan. So you want a video every single day. Wow.
What was that?
That's committed. So basically, Susan said, we need more videos like you did at Christmas.
Oh, wow. Do you know?
I'm not going to commit to it.
I haven't really, you know, I've acknowledged to Sue, like when I said, oh, the videos are great, but just to say that effort you put in making us into
it was hard. Although, you know, the dance routines, Gem, we had to practice those.
Sue had to edit those videos, put them all up, you know, put in the backgrounds sometimes. You had to do that yourself. Yeah. So Sue did that every day for the whole of December.
25 days.
25 days, and they were brilliant. So let's give Sue some big loves because I think they were great, and she worked really hard on them whilst I was busy not being on the ball because I was moving. I've got a good excuse, but you know, Sue did do an amazing job while I was doing that.
You know, I'm all right with this lockdown. Okay, ups and downs with it, but you know I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
I just saw the pop-up from your mum.
What does it say?
Glastonbury 2021 cancelled.
I knew that anyway.
See, how could you know that and not expect this?
No, I knew because even if we come out of, even if we went into like the tiers, we're still going to be in the tiers until the vaccines are rolled out to the most vulnerable, right? Which isn't going to be until March. Glastonbury needs at least 6 months to prep itself for a festival, to get the acts in, set up the stages. So I knew we wouldn't be doing it. But I'm glad. I'm not glad because I want to go to Glastonbury, but I'm glad because when I go to Glastonbury, I want to do it properly, not in a mask or with, you know, having to sanitize our hands and everything.
Oh, you sanitize. I
want to randomly hug people, you know, exchange handshakes. I don't know what I was actually going to say, but I knew what I was. I wasn't going to swear. I leave that to you, potty mouth.
Oh no. We're equal on that.
Oh, do you know what? I fancy a glass of wine now.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I've got a tummy ache going on actually.
After that.
Right. So if any, Fee, that's lovely. So Fee Cornell has just said, if anyone needs a chat, etc., she's always about. So
Bless you,
that's really nice actually. And if you ladies and gents do get together, and have a chat, or even craft video in together, do your rings, get each other on, video, whatever, then that's nice. That's really nice.
What about sharing your rings with each other? That sounds a bit dodged, doesn't it?
Only you. Only you, Gemma Crow.
It's Dabble. We've got to lower the tone a little bit. It's not the everyday craft channel, is it?
The dragons agreeing with Susan in every chat.
What?
Everyday chat.
Well, I think we might struggle because
we've still got jobs to do.
We've still got, we don't get. Unfortunately,
I am working from home.
Fortunately and unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, but fortunately for us. How's that?
Last lockdown, I had more work than I've ever had in my whole life.
Yeah,
because I was busier, because I was taking the slack of other things. So, and that's probably going to be the same for you, so isn't it? Yeah. There's
going to be a lot coming forward. We will do what we can. We're not going to make any promises and let anyone down.
No.
We'll stick to Mondays and Fridays. Anything else is a bonus. How's that? Is that all right? That's all right, isn't it?
Right.
High five to that.
Oh, you.
I was high-fiving them and then going to high five.
It just looks like we're hitting them.
I know. I'm not hitting you. Maybe weekly challenges and we can show at the end of the week. Well, Fee, I want to see progress. Photograph your rings.
You could set us challenges. We've said that from the start. We're open.
Photograph your buff rings. Yeah, we're open to challenges.
Yeah. If we can take on a challenge, we like a challenge. So
give us some challenges. Yeah. What else we got? What are your day jobs? Oh, Gabrielle, it's complicated.
That's too personal.
It's complicated.
So I design for JM full time, so jewelry maker. If you don't know JM, I design full time for jewelry maker, and then I've got other bits and pieces of my business that I do, and then we've got Babble and Dabble, which although we have a great time, it is also working towards. We are trying to be a business,
trying to be professional.
So we both got things going on. We got kids and dogs and.
Oh gosh, and too much chocolate in the house still. Linda, me too. Yeah, you're still working. Is your house getting used to you yet, Jem?
Yeah, I think it is. Who said that?
That was Vari.
Is my house getting used to me? That's a really great way of putting it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, to be honest, I know we belong together. I knew that from the day I saw it.
When you walked in, yeah.
And I am almost there. I walked into the kitchen and the children had been to stay. My brother's children, they're allowed. Well, they were. I don't know how it changes if not now.
They'll still be allowed.
I think children can go between two parents, can't they? So they'd been, and I walked into the kitchen and the table was all squiffy and there was colouring books and there was a bit of Lego left out and some beakers.
Homely.
And I thought, I didn't straighten the table. I just thought, I liked it, and I felt sort of, that's it. It's homey now.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, ladies, for brightening up our Friday and Monday. You are brill. And Alison also said you two are brill. Thank you. Yeah.
And don't forget to share us about.
Yeah.
Because we have to grow, otherwise Facebook won't
love us.
Let us have any of the incentives that we can do or the features that we could turn on. So we need sharing and promoting. So tell everybody that you think would enjoy our sessions.
Yeah, and the thing is, again, if we're going into lockdown now, we've got 6 weeks of lockdown, and I know that Scotland have already gone in, so I'm assuming that Wales and Ireland are going to be the same, etc. But that means that there are other people like us and you that are out there that maybe just need that little bit of Monday night or Friday night, chit chat. if there was a way that we could actually physically have you chit chat, and we tried it, it doesn't work.
No.
Facebook have given us the ability, but it affects it afterwards. So, you know, we'll
It's a
see.
glitch there sometimes.
Yeah, but we'll look. And Faye, when my shop is open, I work in a clothing repair and alteration shop and help Gemma with her admin. She's amazing with Gemma's admin.
Yeah.
I'm very jealous of Faye being Gemma's administrator.
Faye does lots more than just admin as well. She's just like a big support. There's lots of parts of my business I wouldn't be able to do without Faye, because she takes care of so many bits. So she's amazing. Thank you, Faye. AKA Do.
And the dragon says, best go buy toilet roll. Dragon, pack it in.
Yeah, I was thinking that people might do that again, and I did look on them.
Well, the thing is, I'd already bought my toilet rolls just before Christmas on Groupon, because that's what I've done.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have got extra ones.
Hopefully people won't be daft this time. I think they realise that actually they didn't need to do it.
Yeah,
so
because the supermarkets are staying open. You know, essential food like that is going to be open, essential items. So, you know, we're going to be there. Yeah. Can you imagine if we had a curfew?
A curfew?
Yeah, because France has got a curfew. So yeah. Ooh, there we go.
What's going on there? Curfew. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I'll have a look
quite
later.
good around here. The amount of noise.
Is it noisy?
Oh, last night some gobby
person
bloody at past midnight shouting, and they shouted all the way from that road all the way over to the other road. Of course, I heard it right the way around the house. So noisy, and there's I can literally sit here and dance and sing along to music played the street over from the window. It's incredible how amazing their sound system must be. But like, and I actually don't mind it, because it's just about bearable, the level here.
But if you lived right next door to them,
it wouldn't. And I wouldn't mind if he just kept, I'm saying he, maybe a she, kept the same music. But no, it plays about 3 seconds of one song, and you just think, oh, that's good. And then
bored.
Then another
Next.
song. Then a different song. Oh, that drives me mad. If you just kept it on, I'd be happy with the noise, but...
Why don't you go and have a word?
Yeah. Have you seen those characters? I'm not having a word.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, I hear everything because of the 2 parks that are outside the house. So that just literally the sound travels. But I don't have as many because you are closer to the centre.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot, isn't it?
Yes.
Lena would love a curfew in her area for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It would help. I think it would help. I think a curfew would help. So I'm in.
What's that, from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m? Or 7 a.m. to 6:59 a.m?
Hang on. I can't work it out. Like, what? Is that's no time at all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done lots of maths with circles and things.
Just can't tell the time anymore.
No, I was thinking, hang on, and that's not even a curfew, is it? Because that's nothing. And I was thinking I must be being silly. But you were tricking me.
It's a 24-hour curfew.
Yeah.
Oh, a couple of months, everybody off the streets by 10 p.m. Got a feeling being full lockdown in a few. Yeah, I think you will, Dragon.
Yeah, 10
I think
PM,
you will.
I think that's good. I mean, what if you're in lockdown? What are you doing out after 10 PM anyway?
Yeah.
You know,
there's no bars open. Well, there certainly isn't here.
Bars. I mean, markets close at 10, don't they?
Yeah.
So after that point,
yeah,
where do you need to be?
Yeah.
You know, unless you're getting medical attention or, you know, seeking some sort of help. Yeah, I'm all for it.
You've just had an alert come up. These jewellery deals are so you. Gemma's phone just had a little flash of a notification. Alert with big alarm bells. Oh. Bless you. It's only 8:30.
Is it?
Yeah, that's how quickly we went through.
Gosh, I was really speedy.
You were speedy.
Was I too fast?
You were in the zone. You were on. You were on telly.
Was I?
Yeah, you were on telly.
Oh, I'm conditioned. That's it. I'm ruined. I'll never be cast in another role. What am I typecast? Is that what you call
You're
it?
typecast
I'm typecast
now. Yeah.
now. I'm ruined.
Ruined.
I'm ruined.
Ruined.
Oh,
That's really sweet.
darn.
Take my mum shopping once a month. Oh, best friend. You were speedy, Gemma, but very clear.
Oh,
yes,
that's all right,
absolutely. Then. Oh gosh, yeah, no doubt about that. Understood exactly what was going on.
Oh, that's good.
You know, whereas I have a habit of repeating everything 10 times.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. No, they don't.
I was going to say, you need to share.
You can though if you want.
What? Share? The big bucks?
Yeah.
Pay you big bucks?
Yeah.
I can?
Yeah.
For what?
No, everybody asks.
Oh! No, because it's got to be 50-50 now.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to share it with you, my love.
Oh, okay.
Like, completely. You can have all of it.
That's not sharing.
Yeah.
I'm really confused. You've hurt my brain. Oh, God.
Oh, Lena.
Oh, Lena,
It's hard,
it sounds very difficult there.
Yeah.
It does sound very difficult. As long as you're doing your best to keep yourself safe, well, and keep those around you that, you know, you love, etc., and cherish, then you can only leave ignorant people to do their ignorant things. You can. That's it, isn't it? You were very concise, Gemma.
Concise.
Oh, I love these words.
Mm.
Hey, I'm loving it. Speedy but clear, concise. Anything else?
Yeah, anything else? Bring it on.
Mm.
Oh, I'll take it.
So,
what?
Yeah.
One thing you might want to do, actually.
Oh.
Before next week, if you.
Carol E! Oh my gosh, Carol E! That's Carol with an E. Don't ever forget it. Carol Vasey is in the house. Just wanted to say hello to her.
Hi, Carol with an E.
I haven't spoken to Carol with an E for a long time.
And yeah, so before
Anyway.
next week, if you've got an old lampshade that you don't want anymore,
Oh yeah.
I haven't got one in here. You can cut out. You can take the old bit,
The old finding.
the old attachy bit, out of that and use that. And the other great thing is when you take lampshades apart, you find all sorts of treasures. So I found this treasure too.
Oh, I've got so many things that I want to do with that.
A metal, but it's a bit hairy from the gonk.
I already have a project in mind for it.
Yeah, me. Like 10.
Oh, like
Because
this one. Oh.
I love rings.
Oh. There she goes again.
I just love rings.
There she goes again.
Look, I've got a box full of rings at night, I see.
Yes.
Just hoops. I love hoops. I keep them. And it's metal. And it's solid. So you might find a treasure like that.
Keep hold of it. Don't bin it. Be like me. Be Sue. Right, so hold on.
Sue.
We've got Wendy, who's on her break at work.
Oh.
She's just joined us. We've
Hi,
got
Wendy.
Marjorie, who's just joined us as well. Ladies, you have missed the first part of the demo, so you will need to go back and review it, because it'll be the second part next week.
Yeah.
So watch on replay. And don't forget to share.
Yes, share. Get
Share.
other people involved.
Please. It helps us.
Yeah, it does.
We know you want to help us.
Yeah.
It would be nice. A huge dream catcher. That's where I was going, Vari.
Yeah.
I've got so many in mind, and I know you have as well.
I have. I've got some big garden projects I really want to do.
Oh, gosh.
Because I want to make my garden a bit more private. And I've got like hula hoop ideas.
Have you?
Yeah.
Haven't you got to speak to your neighbour first?
Oh, well, I was happy. He'd be happy whatever I do in the garden. He's so cool. Yeah. He's fine. He's happy to share.
Oh my God. There's so many things.
Yeah. I'll tell you something else I started.
What have you started?
I've started the 1 second a day video thing. Have you seen it? I'm so excited. So, it's an app. Who said that?
The dragon.
Oh, could we hold the lampshade up again? Do you want to see it with the light in again?
Do you want to see it with the light?
We won't turn the light off again because it's...
So the 1 second, is that you film yourself 1 second a day?
Yeah, so, well, not yourself, but anything that's going on in your... And you can even, it doesn't even have to be a video. You can just put a photo in if you haven't got a video. Like, I didn't get a video on the 2nd of the month, so... What are you doing? Oh, God.
I'm doing my own lighting effects.
Light effect.
Yeah. I'm a lighting engineer now. We know this.
There you go. It is really lovely with the light in. Yeah, so...
Not so lovely as a hat.
No, I don't know.
But if you imagine that back bit gone and then you could, you know...
Yeah.
See it like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I want to make a hat like that.
Make a hat like that.
Make a hat like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to leave you. Poor dog needs to go to the toilet. I've left it tonight. Thanks very much. You're very welcome, Susan.
Ah, lovely to have you with us, Susan.
Oh, so yeah, 1 second a day. Will you stop repeating yourself? What did I do? 1 second a day.
I can see it's just going to be a loop.
1 second
365 of the same thing.
1 second a day.
So it's an app. You can get an app to record.
Do you press record or does it record it for you?
No, so what you do is you just take your video or do your pictures in the day as normal.
Yeah.
And then you go to the app and you press the button on the calendar icon, press the plus, and you take your video. It takes your video out of your phone and you can crop it down to a section.
Oh, okay.
Or get it to the right point. It's really easy. And yeah, and it's really great. I watched one that a colleague of mine, Carol, had done, and it was just beautiful. And I thought, I so wish I had that of 2020, because I know we moan about 2020, but we had the whole family had so many amazing moments, whether it was on Zoom or whether it was those rare days where we were actually allowed to be together, or the projects we all took on, or the teaching we did, or the alterations we made, like Crowsmodo Festival, where we all talked together but online. There's so many amazing things we did in 2020.
So you allow it to select which video it wants to do?
No,
or...
you can do it.
That's all right then.
You add whatever you want in.
That's all right
then. Yeah. Let's not go there. I did think about having 2 on the go, but I could only sign up 1 to 1. So I thought about having a creative one for all my different worky things and creative things, and 1 for just my life. But I thought the 2 are so interlinked anyway, it doesn't... Yeah. It'd probably be fine to put them all in 1. But, you know, I'm really excited.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
It just sounds good.
But I've already missed 2 days.
I was going to say, it's commitment. And that's, you know, that's what...
But you can go back and add, like you can. So where I've missed a video, I've definitely got a photo that I can put in.
So surely day 365, you're just going to sit there for a few hours going, yeah, that will do. I'll put that one in for that day.
But I have set a reminder on my phone for it to remind me if I haven't done it by a certain time of day.
Oh.
So it will remind me.
Okay, it sounds good.
Yeah,
it sounds good. It will be pretty.
Yeah.
It will be pretty.
Pretty.
Yeah.
So yeah, the video's only 365 seconds, but I cried watching Carol's. It was so lovely.
Oh God.
It was lush.
Oh no. The dragon really doesn't look like it's made out of recycled old cardboard boxes. Well done, ladies. Looking forward to seeing the next steps. Oh, thanks, dragon.
Thank you.
That's nice.
It's been a long-term back burner for me, that one. I've wanted to do it for so long, so thank you for giving me the excuse, you babbler dabblers.
Oh, I've had to just pull up over the...
We start Family Fat tomorrow.
Do you?
Yeah, so instead of family chat, we've got Family Fat. So we're all doing weigh-ins on Tuesdays via Messenger.
Yeah.
And then we're sharing videos. Well, I've got one of these big balls, you know, the big yoga balls, and I downloaded a poster yesterday
with her rings.
Downloaded a poster to do it yesterday. Well, so before I went to bed, I thought I do it at night. I do it, have my shower and go to bed. So it was cold in my room, so I didn't want to strip off completely, but obviously didn't want to do it in all my clothes. So I just stripped off down to my tights and my vest. Well, not a good idea. And I honestly don't know how somebody put their arms on the floor while they were led on the ball. I couldn't work out how to get my arms on the floor, and I must have fell off that ball. And I just rolling around, laughing my head off. Just fell off that way, and then I fell off that way, and then I tried to do these crunchy sit-up things. I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this.
See, and that's why I need to go to classes for stuff like that, so that I can watch other people. Rings and balls, Lena.
And then I had to stop because I was actually sick, like seasick.
Really? Were you?
So I was doing push-ups on the ball. So you have the ball sort of under your hip, and then you sort of roll down so that your core is, and then you do your push-ups.
Okay.
And I soon realised it's been too long since I've done anything like that to actually take that exercise on. But I actually got seasickness, and I stood up and I thought, oh. And I had to go to bed, and I had to do that deep breathing when you're going to be sick, you know, that.
Yeah, just to steady yourself and settle again.
I had to breathe myself to sleep, honestly. It was.
So you did all that before getting into bed?
Oh yeah, because I'm doing 10 minutes HIIT before bed. So, because it's really good for burning fat overnight while you sleep. Oh, you now sleep nice as well. But it's really good.
Really?
Yeah, you can. 10 minutes before bed is the equivalent to sort of an hour midday. So it's good. And just do like a load of, it doesn't matter really what you do, just like I try and do one exercise top, one exercise middle, one exercise bottom at least, or
for 10 minutes.
Three. You sort of pick 3 for the top, 3 for the middle, and 3 for the bottom, and then go to bed.
I can't wait to see the snippet of videos on your 1 second for that. What was the app called again?
Just think, I don't have to say it again because she's already taken the mickey out of me for saying it. I think it's just called the 1 second a day app. It looks like a little roll of film, like a little ticker tape of film.
I think if you just have a look on the App Store, you might find it. Yeah,
there's been loads of people who've done them. So and they've got the little logo on.
Yeah.
There's a free version, there's a paid version. I've gone for the free one for now. Yeah.
Oh.
Can't remember a goldfish. What?
I think there's a conversation that's going on back up here. Gabrielle says, thinking of hats, will you ever persuade JM to have cinema again, Gemma? I want to make myself a suitably goth piece of headwear. Lena said, I'm sure Gem would look supermodel. She is with a fascinator. She can make a black bag look sexy. Yes, she can. And Alison said, this is Sue's arena, I think.
Yeah.
I liked Gemma's goldfish, though. And then Gabrielle said, Gemma brought cinema to JM originally. Can't remember a goldfish. And then Lena, she can't do the ball exercises. And Wendy needs a refresher in cinema.
Well, Sue's your girl for cinema. I can't imagine I'll do it on JM again. Can't imagine I will. And but Sue is definitely your lady for cinema. She taught me anything I know, and she probably doesn't. Sue doesn't like how I do it anyway because I do it the quick way. I do it the slapdash. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. There's a hat that'll last you a day at the races. That's it. But Sue will teach you how to do it properly and make a hat that you can wear and to many weddings in the future and alter, as I should imagine too. So, yeah. So you will be, won't you? Yeah.
Yeah. There's lots of. I love cinema. It is one of my favourite things. I actually haven't touched it for about 2 months.
She makes the most beautiful cinema hats and fascinating. She's so talented.
It does hurt.
She's so talented.
So yeah. So but it requires, the way I do it, it requires sewing. So if you like sewing, give me a thumbs up, because then I can bring cinema to you. But if you're not a fan of sewing, there's no point in bringing it in. We can do the makeshift way through gritted teeth.
No. No. I know. I tell you why for sure it's not the best way. So when I was sorting out to move and I found my box of hats in the loft that I'd made it, just put them all in the loft. they don't stand the test of time.
They don't.
Whereas that one I made with you on the workshop I did with you.
Yeah.
Although I haven't finished it, it's still
intact, isn't it?
It's still intact. Yeah. It's not going any, and I could pick it up tomorrow, finish it, and it would be still beautiful. It would be
brand new, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, it's worth doing it properly. You're going to do it, you might as well do it properly.
Yeah.
You might as well learn from the best.
Gabrielle, I do have kits, so someday I may bring them to you. Nancy, no clue what Cinema is. So, Cinema, you know your beautiful wedding hats that you wear that look like they're that mesh material, so they look like so they look so they're your big hats that you can see through, very summery. That's usually Cinema. Looks like it's a straw type material, but it's actually not. And I go into the depths of what it is and how it's produced, etc. So at some point, that's part of the plan, is to bring kits like that. See, that's lovely. The colours on that are gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really nice. So that's Cinema. Oh, thanks for joining us. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Wendy. It's Wendy Clement's birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday for tomorrow, Wendy. And sorry, I've seen your message, but I haven't responded. Happy New Year.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah,
that's lovely, that. So yeah, we don't wear hats like that here. You probably would. You probably would. Thank you. JM emails saying they're going to be having a new medium recently soon. As I say, they've approached the place at work she worked at. Oh, that's interesting.
What's that?
Very interesting. Lena's got gossip about JM and where they're going and what they're doing and where they're venturing.
Oh, wow.
Interesting stuff. It's exciting. It's exciting. If only we all knew.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. I can't gossip about my company I work for. So.
Derby Day, Kentucky Derby. Yes, exactly that, Nancy.
Yeah.
Going to the races.
We have Ladies' Day, don't we? And Gold Cup Day and things like that. And it's a big thing in the UK, races, the Ladies' Day, dressing up. And
I reckon there'll be a lot of at home dressing up this summer, spring. Mind you, if we're out in February, they won't be able to run Cheltenham races.
Definitely not.
And if they do, I think there will be uproar.
No, they won't. They
come out of 6 weeks of lockdown to then be able to go and 100,000 people to that.
Hopefully, lockdown will give us a better chance of coming out a bit quicker.
Yeah,
that's what you hope, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It is.
It is what it is.
Right.
Okay.
Lena, you don't need to apologise. It's fine. Oh, bless her.
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't catch the whole thread either.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fine.
It's
fine. Don't apologise.
I don't know anything to tell you anyway, so.
No, that's it'd be good to. No. Oh, gosh. Right, so what time are we on? 9:15.
Get me. I've done 2 hours without needing the loo.
I know, I'm actually struggling myself now.
I actually haven't drunk any water. So.
I've drunk half a bottle, but I think something has interfered with my belly.
Got a food baby in there.
Well, because it's just swelling. It's that painful belly.
A gas baby. We're going to come off, she's going to be trumping away.
I'm going to need you to jump on my belly.
Ooh. You can go roll around on my.
I was going to say, can you get your big ball out so I can have a bit of a roll around on it?
I'll film that for my 1 second a day. Yes,
that's today's 1 second.
You have to come and see my room anyway.
Sue's belly and butt on this ball for 1 second.
Yeah,
wow.
Like, let's go and do it now. I want to do it.
No, we're not doing it. We are not doing it. But I do want to see your new wardrobes.
Yes. I've got a drawer for stilettos.
Sexy shoes drawer. It is a very sexy shoe drawer.
It is a sexy shoe drawer. I can't fit all of them in there, obviously, but I've got about 12 or 14 pairs in there.
12, 14 pairs of stilettos.
Yeah, I've got 3. That's like
and
half.
I can't wear them.
That's like half of them. I don't even wear. This is is it. I haven't worn them all year because there's been
nowhere to wear them to.
Nowhere to wear stilettos to.
So you're going to be like me, aren't you?
I'm not going to be able to wear stilettos by the time we come out of this lockdown.
Yeah.
I'm still keeping them. They look so good.
I've kept some. Mine are in boxes. We all want to see them.
Yeah.
I know, Gabrielle. Right, I know.
Yes, I might do a little video of the shoe drawer.
What you haven't already? She totally has.
I have, but only for family chat. You know, I opened all my drawers, including my underwear drawer.
You did. I was like that. Okay.
Look, I lined up those 59 bras are. Why have I got so many bras? And I've even sorted them out.
Because they're pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Can't get rid of them.
Gosh, I sound like a right old commoner. Pretty, because they're pretty, aren't they?
Real pretty they are.
They're like real pretty, those lacy things.
Yeah, so. Anyway, I'll film the drawer with the shoes.
The sliding. Oh, it is. It's like.
It's so nice. I'm
is
never
nice.
going to use that. It's like, it's not useful at all. It's pure indulgence.
Yeah, but it's lovely, and it's right that you should have that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
curved metal heels. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah,
yeah. I've got a pair of my shoes. They just hang on the mirror. They're art. They're not actually.
I've got my red stilettos.
Can't actually wear them.
My red stilettos hang on the curtain bar so that everybody outside can see them. They can't see them, but that's what they do. They hang.
They just do. They just look sexy, don't they? Yeah. So I've got my leopard print ones hanging over my mirror.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the hat, the leopard print hat, they hung on the other bit. But nothing's really found its forever place in the bedroom yet until the boxes are all gone.
That's until all the lampshades are made.
And all the lampshades are made.
Laura Binding, you've just joined us. We're just winding up.
Where have you been?
Laura Binding's got a 3D printer. I am so jealous.
My nostrils.
Did you flare them then?
Firmly flared.
Did you flare them?
I need to.
She's made a Nemo octopus.
Wow, that's definitely what you should do with a 3D printer.
And she's made a baby shark. I know.
It's wasted on you, Laura. It's wasted on you.
They're pretty cool, to be fair. But I did already get first dibs and said, I need to come down and play.
She's my friend.
I
found her first.
I'm stealing. When it comes to 3D printers and Laura Binding's house, I'm stealing.
Fine. I'll just go to David Bolford's.
Ooh.
We'll have a 3D print off.
I do think that Laura would be offended if you didn't, take me down there. At least drop me off at the front door.
It is a plan. Like, we've got so many people that we plan to get to after. As soon as we can. Every time
after 2037, tier 274. Listening to Boris. Yeah, Laura, I'm not going to... Well, do you know what? I actually do enjoy listening to Boris. I think he comes across quite well sometimes. But what I prefer to do is read it on the .gov website. Because you can actually read word for word his speeches.
What he said.
Yeah, so you can make it out what he's actually said. Spellbinding in the house!
Yes, we're going to have the biggest craft day. Craft gin day, perhaps? First.
Well, hold on. Where does day come into it?
Yeah, craft fortnight.
Seriously, this needs to just be like one... If we can't have a Glastonbury, we're having a craft.
Craftonbury.
A Craftonbury.
Craftonbury.
Oh.
I actually found a really nice venue up the road.
Did you?
Yeah, I got to investigate because I think it would be a great little venue. So yeah. Watch this space.
Watch this space.
Month, Laura.
Yeah. I need to know homeschooling sitch. Homeschooling sitch. Need to know.
Needed to know the homeschooling sitch.
Situation.
Yeah. With the lingo, Sue.
Not down with the Binding clan, all right.
We definitely are.
All right. That's what happens.
Anyway, I want to go and get you over my ball. So, shall we go?
I'm off. Sounds like I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. Right, Laura Binding, we will chat very soon. We have a date.
Do you?
We?
Oh, we have a date.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got that fixed, haven't we?
Oh, we've got a date.
We've got a date fixed, haven't we?
Not for printing.
No,
we've got a
for catching up.
Yeah, and birthday celebrations. It's her birthday soon.
Well, not for another 6 years. I'm not having a lockdown birthday.
Yeah, you are.
I am not having a lockdown birthday.
Okay.
It's not happening. Today I are mostly doing.
Art.
Yes. All right. Big love. Come here. Let's give big loves. Big love. Squeezy, squeezy. Oh gosh, look at those chins. Check out the chins. Look. Anyway.
I hid mine under your arm.
I know you did. Does it smell?
No, mine does.
I don't actually. I smell quite fresh today. Makes a change.
See you Friday.
Ciao.
See you Friday, 8 o'clock.
What time?
8 o'clock. 8 p.m.
I can't find the button on your thing.
Oh, God.
Your button always disappears. Oh.
I want to finish.